All right, we're going to do a review of this old book. I've loved this book to death. This is the Leading Edge Aliens adventure game from 1991, based off of the 1986 Aliens movie. Now, if you want to check out the new role-play game that's available right now, this is Free League, put out their own role-playing game called Alien, the role-playing game. And I did another video on this channel, so you can check that book out. But let's go back in time and check out this old adventure book. Now, I have, like I said, I've loved this book to death. I've never actually played the game, but I have pored over this book, and I have loved it to death. Now, I've talked with other players who have played this game, and they said that the rules are completely confusing. So they don't really know how to play it, and neither do I. It's got this weird like D10 system or D100 system. It's kind of weird. But anyways, here we go. So we have, the different types of things that your character could have. There's your character sheet. I don't know how many of these I printed up. I was able to get through the character creation process, but I could never figure out how to work out combat. I know better now that I know how to do role-playing games. I'd probably just forget about their combat system and do my own thing. But I think this is really cool. It's got pictures from the movie all over it. Back in a day where licensing was a lot easier to get, I'm sure. You got your combat tables. I have no idea what these numbers mean right now. It's been a long time since I looked into this rule system, but back in the 90s, oh gosh, I was all over this book. I read every single word in here and still had a hard time with it. But it's got some really cool stuff in it. If you ever get a chance, or if you can find this anywhere, you better grab it, because if you're an Aliens fan, this is a must-have. Looks like I had some little notes in here. And this book has held up pretty well over the years. Oops, I skipped a page there. There's some color pages later in this book. But it goes over everything you need to know for the different jobs that the Colonial Marines have. So I got a little bookmark, a little Predator bookmark here. Here's all the skills, the setting. Talks about space travel. It'd be interesting to compare this to the Free League book and see how it differs and how it describes space travel and how that kind of thing works. The Alien Warrior's head. Mission generation table. Peacekeeping. Now, Leading Edge came out with a board game, which I did do an unboxing video of. I'll try to link that in the description below, so you don't have to go all over my page to look for it. But I did do an unboxing of the board game version of Aliens, which is, to this day, is still very, very loved and widely played. Now, here's their star map. I loved the star map. In fact, I remember making copies of this and then adding my own planets to it. But there's LV-426. I kind of penciled it in Archon. And this, of course, was before the Alien 3 movie came out and all that kind of stuff. So this predates all that nonsense. But it was pretty good, comprehensive map and very easy to read. I really liked it when I was a kid. It talks about the different planets and what's on those planets. I doubt any of these made it into the new role-playing game. Yeah, I don't recognize anything in here except for Archon, which is, of course, LV-426. Although it's got all the quotes from the movies on the sides. I mean, this is pretty well made. It'd be great to get a hold of the original game designers and ask them how you're actually supposed to play this darn thing. But, this was made back in a simpler time. So, the descriptions of these planets are very simple, but it gives you pretty cool ideas for very different planets you can go to. Also talks about these creatures called harvesters, which I think that made it into the new roleplay game. Hyperalgae, black body coral, morphers, slugs. Oh yeah, it's got a few other alien creatures in here. And then we get to the color section. Now this, I forgot how beautiful these were. Look at that. Look at these. Look at these. These are like movie prints. That's awesome. God, I'm so glad I didn't cut these out and hang them on my wall as a kid. I used to do that to a lot of books. God, beautiful. Beautiful. Look at that. It's hard to find images that clean anymore. All right. The aliens. All right, so it goes through the different life cycles of the aliens. I don't even think they called them xenomorphs back then. They just called them aliens. Yeah, they don't even use the term xenomorph here. That's awesome. There's a big debate where people are like, they're not actually called xenomorphs. But then they're like, well, in the lore, they changed it to where now they call them xenomorphs. The word xenomorph just means strange shape. And, you know, they are that. Here's all the different tables here for aircraft, dropship and APC. So this really gets into the military knit and grit of the Aliens universe. Like I said, this is based off of Aliens, like the movie. So this really focuses on you being, you know, a Marine or something that's going to be going into combat. So this is a very combat focused book. Flow of combat, resolving damage, hand-to-hand combat. Oh, okay, here we go. Special combat situations, hypersleep. Talks about other type of creatures like the harvesters. Talks about different kinds of missiles and warheads. And then here's part for the Game Master, as if this whole book wasn't for the Game Master. Non-player characters. Talks about different kind of scenarios and ideas. All right, here's all of our tables, neatly and nicely organized at the end of the book. Thank you, Leading Edge. Gives you the cost of things. So if somebody wants to buy something, you can hand them this, you know, say, all right, well, here's your, here's how much it costs. Here's your shooting table. Critical hit rolls. Trauma, hand damage table, characteristics. Oh, this goes through the entire cast. So we got Apone, Hicks, Drake, Vasquez, Hudson, Dietrich, Frost, Crow, Verspassky, Gorman, Farrow, Spunkmeyer, Ripley, Newt, Burke, and Bishop. Goes through all those movie characters. And then here you just have generic characters. Has all their characteristics and their equipment. Here's your weapons table. Alien life forms. These are little damage charts. and hit charts for different types of vehicles and ships. And here's different hit point boxes you can fill in. So it's got a lot of cool stuff. And then here's your character sheet. So fairly simple from what it looks like. And then here's some of the other stuff that they had. They had Living Steel out, which was a miniatures game back in the day. And then here you have your little order form. Let's see, how much was this book back in the day? Well, let's see, the board game used to only be $21, and the expansion was $10. It's so hard. I can't even find that expansion anymore. It's very expensive. And then this book was like $20 back in the day. And shipping was $1.50. Oh, weren't those nice days back then? So there you have it. You've got the 1991 Aliens adventure game. I hope you enjoyed. Come back for more videos. My name is Jason, the AVP Wargamer. Find me on Facebook under the Facebook group AVP Wargamer. If you want to support this channel, you can go to Patreon and find me there as AVP Wargamer, or you can just, comment, share, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and I'll talk to you later.